Assalamualaikum to Puan Azilah binti Anwar. Today we will present about the title Workplace Environment and Agronomy. Let me introduce myself and my group members. My name is Ismailizan bin Azahar, 23DLH21F1008. Next, Muhammad Mukri Hadi bin Harizan Shah, 23DLH21F1016. Muhammad Amin bin Muhammad Faizal, 23DLH21F1050. And the last one is Ahmad Daniel C bin Abdul Hadisi, 23DLH21F1057. Definition: indoor air quality and respiratory level. Indoor air quality defined as the nature of air that affect the health and well-being of occupant. Number 2 is refer to 6 building syndrome, environmental tobacco smoke, ETS, building related illnesses, BRI, and legionary disease. Okay, number 2 is identify. Poor IAQ lead to health problems such as allergic reaction, respiratory problem, eye irritation, sinusitis, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Factor: lack of maintenance. Number 2 is particle and gases released by office. Okay, next, cool stress. Cool stress occur by driving down the skin temperature and eventually the internal body temperature. Okay, number 2 is when the body is unable to warm itself. Serious correlated illnesses and injuries may occur, and permanent tissue damage and death may result. Number 2, about the cool stress, the risk of cool injuries can be minimized by the following: equipment design. Okay, number 2 is surveillance and monitoring.
My name is Muhammad Amin bin Muhammad Faizal. My numeric is 23DLH21F1050. The next, I will continue this presentation. This is machinery work. This is easy reach, adequate, clean room, footrest. And the next, precision work, forward tilt, back receipt, and slope work surface. And next, process assembly work. The civil suite, semicircle area, forward tilt, back receipt. Next, keyboard work, adjustable seat, desk to maintain hands to elbow heights, level feet. The next is check-up work. Compact seat, adjustable backrest, adjustable head, roll seats. Lab. The next is lab microscope work. Have large backs and seats, trending toward ergonomics. The next, I will identify the main contribution in a working area setting towards workstation layout. Although the knowledge presented in this article have previously existed in several faculties management and real estate literature source resource. The survey of literature revealed that there has not been a focused study on the extent of identifying the influential factors that escape planners and design professionals may consider to provide sustainable, cost-effective and productive workplace facilities. The section presents a synthesis of the knowledge areas pertaining to the technical, functional and financial factors affecting office workplace planning in corporate facilities and presenting these factors in one source. The next, I will identify main contribution in a working area sitting towards non-optimum indoor air quality and respiratory levels. Indoor air quality is not a simple, easily defined concept like a desk or a likely feel set. It is a constantly changing interaction of complex factors that affect the types, levels and importance of pollutants in indoor environments. The factors include source of pollutants or odors, design, maintenance and operation of building ventilation system, moisture and humidity and occupant perceptions and susceptibilities. In addition, there are many other factors that affect comfort or perception of indoor air quality.
Now I will identify the main contribution in a working area setting towards cold stress. What constitutes extreme cold and its effective can vary across different of the area of the country. In region, they are not used to winter weather. Near freezing temperature are considered. Cold stress occurs by driving down the skin temperature and eventually the internal body temperature or temperature. This may lead serious health problems and may cause tissue damage and possibly death. Next is how indoor air quality and respiratory levels can be improved in the working area. Controlling indoor air qualities involve integrating three main strategies. First, manage the sources of pollutant either by removing them from the building or isolating them from the people through physical barriers, air pressure relationship, or by controlling the timing of their use. Second, dilute pollutant and remove them from the building through ventilation. Third, use filtration to clean the air of pollutant. Next is how cold stress can be improved in the working area. Work practice: drinking. Drink plenty of liquid, avoiding caffeine and alcohol. It is easy to become dehydrated in cold weather. Work schedule: If possible, heavy work should be scheduled during the warmer parts of the day. Take break out of the cold body system. Try to work in pairs to keep an eye on each other and watch for signs of cold stress. Victims of hypothermia may not recognize symptoms.
Next is protective clothing. Wearing the right clothing is the most important way to avoid cold stress. The type of fabric also makes a difference. Cotton loses its insulation value when it becomes wet. Wool, on the other hand, retains its insulative qualities even when wet. The following are recommendations for working in cold environment. First, wear at least 3 layers of clothing, and second, an outer layer to break the wind and allow some ventilation like Gore-Tex or nylon. Next is engineering controls. The first is some engineering controls are available to reduce the risk of cold stress. And secondly, radiant heaters may be used to warm workers. Now, I will explain about how to improve workstation layout in working area. First, the sections which are codependent are usually clubbed together, whereas curtain sections which demand privacy or silence, such as accounts or finance, are aligned at a distance from the others. Employees need to move around the collaborate. They need to be expected to slog at their desk 8 hours a day. Movement assists in posture development in addition to fostering better relationship among employees. Second, while artificial light plays a vital role in regulating workplace illumination, daylight ingress is vital and a determining well-being factor as many studies suggest it and enhance work productivity tremendously. Likewise, recycled air is another contributor to employee sickness and absenteeism. The spread of flu and cold through and out mode plants not only contribute to a cleaner and better quality air, but also create a sense of calmness and add to the overall aesthetics of a workplace. Third is ergonomics. Owing to prolonged screen time and sedentary desk job, fatigue and frustrated workers are ubiquitous. And to avoid this scenario, offices are focusing on ergonomic designs, which can be attained by integrating anthropometry into it. Fourth is acoustics. There exists a fine line between being interactive in a collaborative space and being uncomfortable in a noisy environment. To avoid the latter, it is advised to design work areas in a manner that the employee has the option to think and work in a quiet and peaceful environment, along with the choice to collaborate and ideate in areas meant for discussion and brainstorming. Next is aesthetics. A bright and cheerful space invariably uplifts the mood and productivity and also has a beneficial physiological impact on an employee. And lastly is get personal. Personalizing your space in moderation, of course, can increase your emotional connection to your work, but it's important to not let the personal touch become the clutter that lie back once against.
The conclusion, a work environment refers to the element that compress the setting in which employers work and impact worker, while some items that compress it are obvious, such as the wall treatment or the number of indoor plant, other and more obvious, such as company politics or a co-worker who personality traits do not suit the company culture. Professionals working in both full-time and part-time position are significantly impacted by their office environment because they have to perform their duties inside it. Usually, workers are required to adapt to these workplace features. The physical environment of a workplace greatly affect the positively within the firm. Great energy can be created by an attractive, comfortable physical environment. A clean work environment without much clutter allows employers to focus on their goals.